All of those things that we do, fluffing this, moving that, and recentering that thing for the umpteenth time, none of those things matter. Welcome to the business of homestaging. If we haven't met, my name is Joke. I am the founder of Genesis Homestaging in the Seattle area, and I'm an industry leader, a director on the board of the Real Estate Staging Association. I'm also a licensed real estate instructor in the state of Washington. I offer clock hours to real estate agents as a part of their continuing education. But enough about me. Let's talk about the things that we do in our business that are absolute time wasters, that don't move the needle, and we need to talk about those. Let's get into it. How many times have you walked back into a staged home just to straighten the pillow or reorganize something or reposition the throw pillow or something like that? Witness in the house. I used to do that all the time. And we need to talk about this because those are little things that we keep doing. Nobody else notices, doesn't move the needle, doesn't help sell the house, and more importantly, time wasted that nobody pays you for. Now, I'll admit that we all have this brain that is extremely organized and is detail oriented, but there is a fine line between attention to detail and majoring in the minor. You stage a home and everything looks great, but you keep second guessing yourself. You probably even go back once, twice. Maybe you think, let me swap out this candle. Maybe this pillow would look better here. Maybe this, maybe that. And now you're 90 minutes in. And all of those things that you've done, no one else notices. 2, it doesn't help sell the house. You are the only one who cares about these things, and we need to stop doing them. There are more important things that we could be spending our time on in our business than majoring in the minors and tweaking. Because let's face it, if you're given 10 days to stage a house, there's this rule and thing about the more time you're given, the more time you spend on something. So you need to put yourself on a timeline, and when it's done, it's done. And it helps to plan ahead, right? And if you put a time on the calendar and you're done, you're done. And you bring all the stuff that you're going to need in the first place, there is no need to go back. There is no need to tweak that. There is nothing that pillow is going to change. That throw is not going to make any difference. So let's stop the madness, okay? Because I used to go back and forth like a pendulum until I'm like, okay, it's done. It has to be done at some point, and you have to be okay with it. So let's talk about what really matters and the things that buyers pay attention to that means something to them, and it's going to make a difference, and it's going to help sell the house. Number 1, natural light, a good flow, traffic pattern. How easy is it to get from one room to another? How does it make them feel like they're at home? A clear function for each space and each room, and a positive, warm energy that you can create with the kind of plan that you've already created that I'm sure is already working, but you're overthinking, over tweaking, and over judging everything. Buyers are not going to measure that pillow. They're not going to measure how many inches from the table the chair is. As long as you have a rule of thumb and it looks good to the eyes and it has great flow and you have picked the right sized furniture, everything comes together. Stop second guessing yourself and wasting time in the process. Especially if you, as the owner of the business, keeps doing that, guess what? You're inviting your people to do the same, the people who work for you. And when you're wasting your own time, you're not noticing. But when other people start to waste your time, the time that you pay them for, that's when it hits. But guess what? You have set yourself up for that, and you have set the example that it's okay to keep going back and forth and to never be done with the project. All of those things that we do, fluffing this, moving that, and recentering that thing for the umpteenth time, none of those things matter. We are just satisfying our own itch, not the buyers, not the sellers. And plus, it's going to cost you time, and we know time is money. So let's stop all the majoring in the minor. This has happened to me way more times than I care to admit, and I will tell you that is a particular one that I remember. I can't even remember exactly what I went to change, and I told the client, oh, you're taking photos at this time, I'm going to come back with this, or I think it was a lamp or something, I'm going to come back with this. And it was like, oh, I didn't even notice. So it's not a matter of you're getting away with stuff or you're pulling wool over their eyes or whatever. It truly does not matter, and it truly does not make a difference in the sale of the home. Anything that's going to hurt the sale of the home, I'm not talking about cutting corners, I'm not talking about quality control. That's not what I'm talking about. Like, you buff out all the scratches, you make sure that you steam, you make sure that you sweep, and everything is looking nice and clean. I'm not talking about cutting those corners. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about over tweaking, over judging. Let's stop it. No one cares. No one's going to pay you for that time. It is good enough as it is. You are an expert. Time is money. All of those things, they cost you time, they cost you stress, gas, and mileage, and make zero difference. And then let's talk about the little annoyance that we all sometimes face. You've staged the house, you've walked away, and then you see the listing photos. The listing photos come out, and they have moved the chair to an angle where you would never ever have had it as an expert, because it is not symmetrical, or they have changed the pillow, or they have moved the decor from the table. All of those things that agents, homeowners, people do, photographers, that annoys the heck out of us. Well, it's happened to me. It happens all the time, and I will tell you that it used to be very annoying. I've actually called an agent out on it before, but you know what, after a while I am more matured, I am grown. Now when I see that, I turn a blind eye. You know why? Because they've paid me well to stage the house. I've staged it to the best of my ability. It's still a little bit annoying. It is their house, it is their money, they can do whatever they want with it. And if you start thinking in that mindset, you're going to save yourself a lot of stress, because the argument is, well, now I can't use that in my portfolio. Newsflash, not every work that you do needs to make it to your portfolio. You did your job, be like Elsa, let it go. Do people still even say that? We all have pet peeves, and it's okay to be irritated, but just don't let it linger. Let it go. Start thinking about the next one. Put your energy into the next one, or into marketing, or into doing all the other things that will move you forward, because that gets you nowhere, right? Our job at the very core is about creating emotional connections. And the little things, stressing about the placement of things, fuming about the annoying move or shifts in the furniture from the way you placed it, now not being able to use it in your portfolio. That is time you could spend following up on new leads, creating new ideas, or freaking just rest. And if this message resonates with you, would you please like, share, and subscribe, so we can stay in touch and we can keep learning all the life experiences behind the scenes and beyond the staging. Well, thank you for watching. Keep doing all the things. Until next time.